Guys, today you will know everything you wanted to know about 9 liters portable fridge slash freezer. I have that one which is called Frezzer. Is it misspelled Frezzer or is just a brand? I don't know. But guys, you know they all are made in China and they come under different names depending on the country you live in. Probably the original one is Alpicool. I will get back to this soon. I have seen under different other names. I will put them in the description below because I don't remember all of them. But here in Finland we have it like Frezzer or something like that. Well, it matka jää kaappi. Okay, guys. So I missed unpackaging video because it's boring, you know. It's just a piece of carton, some other stuff, and that's here we have it. It comes with the 12 adapter only. It was like that. Actually, guys, it looks like a little bit like, how to say, it's like when you eat something from this fridge and then you go, maybe you understand, maybe not, I don't know. So, well, it comes with this plug, yeah, 12 volts plug, and something that is called, on clear English you can read, it is user manual. So, that's it. I wanted also 220 volts adapter, but they didn't have, Frezzer didn't have it. But along with this Frezzer, they sell Alpicool equipment, and I found that they also sell AC adapter for Alpicool, yeah, and I ordered this. The shop told me they are incompatible. Well, managers in the shops, they never know what they sell. I made my own research. I understood that this is a copy of Alpicool, or who from whom copy, I don't know. So I guessed that the adapter will fit, and I was right. It fits. It's exactly the same socket. So now I show you socket configuration here. You will see the same on Alpicool. And that's it. So now I have AC adapter. So maybe you live not in Europe, then you will have a different type of plug. So the same plug we have here. Now you know how it looks. Let's briefly review what we have here. We have compressor there, of course, compressor, yeah. So that's what we wanted. So this part is taken by the compressor, and that's why we have so small. Every time I open it, reminds me something else, not the fridge. Well, okay, so and here we have something that we don't need. USB socket for charging. Well, it's stupid to use it for charging, I think. And this panel. That's it. Let's go to test it. And now I tell you what exactly I am going to test. First things I want to test with use of iSocket smart plug for energy monitoring, for temperature monitoring. I currently have short temperature sensor now, but I will need this, the bigger one, which is called temperature sensor specific. I want to test energy consumption. They claim some energy consumption, and I want to test it, and from 220 volts. So I will plug this adapter, of course, to the freezer, and then I plug it into iSocket, and we will see power consumption, and most interesting, we will see energy consumption over the time. Also, I put this inside the fridge, this temperature sensor. Actually, I can show you example. I have it here. Here I have also some Zanussi, and we have, don't ask me why it's empty, we have this temperature sensors there, and we have a socket there. So also I'm monitoring how much energy I will spend in summertime having this empty fridge here, and don't ask me why it's empty, and what will be the temperature profile And I will also be receiving temperature value notifications, temperature drop or temperature rise, actually, guys. The most interesting for the fridge is temperature rise. Yeah, so I'm going to test the same here. And I think I don't want to share with you just the screen. I will use my second phone and will be showing. If we don't have reflection, then probably I will manage to show you this here. Guys, I remind you that I want to use it in my board. Yeah, mainly, not mainly, but yeah, mainly, why not? So in this open console board, I want to place it here, connect it here. So, and there I have switch to enable it. And then in other time when I'm not in the board, so in the board I want to use it as a freezer. Actually, I want to use it here as a fridge because I only have freezer here. So that's why I'm interested about how much it will consume energy over the time, and that's the first things we will test along with the temperature. So guys, here is the setup we have. By the way, I just plug it in this, so we will soon get power restore notification, and then I will explain you about my setup. Let us wait a little bit more. Yeah, actually I wasn't on the monitoring page, so we will miss it, and I don't have text message configured right now. Okay, we missed this. I will show you next time. Doesn't matter because I didn't promise you this. So currently, guys, I don't have script. Yeah, I didn't promise you. So here we have fridge temperature. So my device, this iSocket, yeah, is called fridge portable. I called it this way. So, and now I have temperature widget. So 22 and 8 we have now there. Let me show now the setup. Yeah, I just put it this way through this lid. By the way, it has some soft material, a kind of foam, not rubber here, and the lid is insulated. I have seen that some models on another markets they sell it with non-insulated lid. So keep it in mind. I don't know which one, but I just heard about it. Here we have some kind of step. I don't know why is that, but probably it is for better sealing when it touch this surface. So I put the sensor here, and of course the only way to provide it this way, through the ceiling. We will have some cold leakage, but not much, as I can promise you based on my experience here. Then I have this adapter connected. By the way, the model number if you decide to buy. Yeah, so that one for Alpicool. So it's connected, and it's connected in iSocket. Yeah, okay. And I socket to the main network. Don't ask me why I have adapters. And the sensor into iSocket. This one. Another socket is for alarm sensors. We are not talking about this right now. So the temperature there is that one. I can switch on or off my fridge with yeah, guys, I use this iSocket for greenhouse. Yeah, that's why I have old names, but I can rename it. Let's just show you this briefly. Let's just call it fridge. Okay, that's it. Fine. So it's currently already turned on, as you can see here, but on my adapter it's not on. So now everything is on. Otherwise I can do this way, guys. Look, off. Yeah, it's off. It's quite inconvenient with left hand. Yeah, on. Yeah. Click, you hear. Yeah, and it runs. Yeah. So wonderful. It's just about to turn on off. You don't need this for the fridge, right? For other some purposes you might need it. Then we have monitoring for the temperature. Right now it's 22.8. Yeah, that's also quite clear. Okay, guys, if you are from the US, I can show you in Fahrenheit, 73 Fahrenheit. Yeah. The next things that I want to configure, temperature rise notification. Yeah. So imagine that the temperature there is normal. Guys, sometimes it's better to have script. Let's first set the temperature, right? So we should power this. Oh, guys, it's quite noisy. Quite noisy. Wow. Wow. Extremely noisy. Yeah. I promise you, it's my first turn on of this unit. Extremely noisy. Well, let's see what we can do with this later. So I hope I set let it be the normal fridge temperature, which is -18. Yeah. So what else do we have here? Eco Max. Let's try Eco. The same noisy. Okay, max. So we believe it start cooling. Not so quick. Yeah. Well, guys, the most interesting part will be here now. Temperature data logger, and I believe I don't have the logger for that. Yeah, fridge portable, right? So portable fridge, let's call it. Yep. Okay, save. Yeah. Okay. By the way, here different temperature graphs for my other stuff, and that's the new one. I need to select what do I want. Well, at the moment I want every minute, so I add this park. Agree. So now every minute it will be collecting temperature data, and we will see a graph. We should see actually rising graph, falling. We are cooling. So we will get back to this later. And guys, about energy consumption. Energy consumption is quite interesting. So it's so small. Green, it's my old name. I don't want to rename right now, but it is about this fridge. Just that power consumption, really small but noisy. And then we have energy meter here. That is another interesting stuff, and I actually need to reset it now because I was monitoring something else previously, and now I will start from the scratch collecting energy consumption about this freezer. So I want to know how much it will spend over the time. I will see it here in the statistic and even in money equivalent. Well, guys, maybe it's so messed up, but yeah, let's see if I can go deep to details later, because we are mainly here not about this application, but about, by the way, about the freezer. By the way, you can see it's already dropped. Look, guys, what I just noticed. Look. And then it's quiet. Well, it's very disturbing to hear this, so I will temporarily do it this way. Okay. Yeah, Chinese junk. By the way, they promised that it is LG compressor. I don't know. So I guess this indicator shows the temperature inside. We have seen initial, I don't remember which one, now it shows 18, but I trust more to iSocket sensor that shows 20, and it's quite quickly. I don't remember if you have seen the previous time, but it's quite quickly, but we can see it anyway here on the temperature data logger. So, and I put this, I will do sorting and put this monitoring on the top. Done. So yes, you can see every minute we see the temperature drop. Just in 2 minutes we see, let's do this way, I show you if I can click. Yeah, so we have seen 22 in 8 p.m. 13, and then we see about 19 in 8 p.m. 17. You can calculate yourself, but we will see the better graph later. I will get back to this later. I keep it this way, and we will also see some energy consumption in the energy meter section here, but probably we will not see much because the consumption is really small. Oh, how quickly it's cooling anyway. So really small, really. So definitely it can run continuously. But this noisy, yeah, guys, that is something terrible. Interesting. I will need to research what is there. I'm going to check what is the situation after a short dinner. Well, again, noisy, crazy noisy. Yeah, something is wrong here. So, wow. First of all, let's check temperature. Okay, minus 11.5, minus 15 we see here. Yeah, so that is so. But not energized, is it true? So it doesn't consume any power, but we have seen 40. It was something. Well, that's quite interesting. Okay, I will get back to this later. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, so starting from 22, in that time we dropped to minus 11, so about 30 degrees. Yeah, guys, 30 degrees Celsius we dropped within, was it 17? Within half an hour. Yeah? Well, the only how you can do this with that kind of compressor fridge, because if you have, for example, that kind of fridge with that elements, yeah, you can't even cool it more than 20 degree difference. Yeah. So that's why I want to have compressor fridge portable. So at the moment, basically, I demonstrated you all what you need to know, yeah, about how it is designed, about the compressor, about noisy, about power consumption. Well, there's still some questions about cooling. Yeah. I shouldn't have done this. And I will think what next. Probably I will go deep to things like temperature profile, like power usage, etc. Let's see. But you already now can like this video and subscribe. Give some comments, ask some questions, say something about my English. English. And let's see what next. Well, guys, it was true, honest first impression. And if you're really thinking about buying this fridge or freezer, I recommend you to bear with me, because as I told, I don't have any script. I don't plan to make any script. I just want to show you how it is, starting from the unpackaging that I done and connected first time. So that's why I don't want to miss anything that you probably would miss if I don't show you. What are you talking about? So guys, step by step. Now I got the moment when the compressor stopped. Yeah. So I hope you understand these things. Yeah. Compressor is not working constantly. That is the benefit of this. So it doesn't consume any power when it doesn't work. So I'm still concerned. Let's talk about power. I'm still concerned why we have seen at some moment something like 45 watts here. I can't catch it anymore. So right now, when the compressor is off, we see we only consume this energy by this electric standby mode. We see this power consumption. So that is true. Small power consumption. What I will do now to detect this 45 or something more that we have seen, I will set actually temperature, or not temperature, but power consumption rise notification to, okay, it's not so convenient, to let's say 20 watts. Yeah. And the drop in the consumption, we haven't seen more than 2 watts. Let it be 2 watts. Yeah. It's now started quite quickly. So I start recording the video almost immediately after I detected stopped. Yeah, guys, and we can see in the beginning 29 watts actually, and it's extremely noisy. It's extremely noisy. So guys, at least what you notice now is extremely noisy. Probably it's a bad sample or something else, but that is junk. Yeah, so we can see now that consumption. Why we haven't seen this in the initial compressor operation, I don't know. So I will try to dig deeper now. Let's wait for a moment. I will pause the video recording. After 1 minute passed, I can actually update readings and see what we have now. It's become a kind of less noisy. We still have almost the same consumption. So 300 milliamperes from AC power. Let's see if we can find something in the user manual on plain English. So by the way, it says that if you are at least 8 years old, then you can use it. So I believe I can use it. So power consumption. Oh, nice. We have DC. DC is not interesting right now. Do we see something here? No, we don't see any AC parameters here. So, but we see them on the iSocket, through the iSocket, and these are true values. Now I can update it again. 40 watts. It's increasing. Honestly, I don't know why we have seen about 2 watts for so long time before, but that's where the energy meter feature comes very useful, because doesn't matter what is now. Yeah, we don't monitoring constantly what is now. We are mainly interested about how much we will consume over the time. So this experiment will take some time. I will keep it in the garage for some time, but right now we see that since 2014, so about 1 hour ago, we consume 32 watts hour. Basically almost nothing. Yeah. So I will get back to this quite later, but guys, for you it will be in the same video. And let's now focus on the temperature. So the temperature, no, not here, not here, not depending on which country you are. So that is the current temperature, yeah, but we are okay, let it be current temperature. Let's talk about current temperature first. Minus 13. It shows here minus 18. It switched off right now. So my video was about 6 minutes, I guess, so about 6 minutes cycle. And let's see what will be the next cycle when it's turned on. By the way, guys, no, please have some script. I wanted to tell about how you can control how often is switch on off, but let's get back to this later. Now about the temperature, minus 18, totally wrong. It's minus 13. You can trust iSocket sensor. I tested it in huge variety of application. That is, sorry, bullshit. So yeah, that means that I would like to set what is the maximum, minus 20, because I want this to be as cool about the temperature as possible. So the only way is to set this to minus 20. You can see it's noisy again, it started again. So and we will get maybe minus 15 there, true temperature, something like that. And let's take a look on the graph, which is the most interesting. And yeah, so you can see it's quite flat. It means that it holds the temperature. Yeah, so minus 13, about minus 13. When you set there minus 18. So guys, the what be. Yeah. I don't want to review this anymore. It's actually junk. Chinese junk, like always, regardless of who is manufacturer of this. So yeah, by the way, 178 euros, 200 euros in most shops, so $200, 200 euros, that what you pay for this junk. Guys, it's coming close to minus 20. I will show you what will happen. And that is current power consumption. It become less noisy right now. Okay, it switched off, minus 20. It think that it reached a minus 20. Standby power consumption. That one, by the way, I don't know why I didn't get alert. I think I didn't configure actually notifications, but okay. Well, guys, minus 14, 6-degree difference. Minus 14 is not good for ice cream, yeah. That's the maximum you can get from this when it's set minus 20 here. Probably, well, guys, it's quite big hack. You can do something with the temperature sensor there to fake it. I don't know. Yeah, put it closer to the heat I don't know, but guys, my conclusion, and look how quickly it's minus 19. It's rubbish, yeah, so no. Instruction says that minus 10 is good for ice cream. I don't know, but for meat minus 18. It's turned on. I paused my video just for a few seconds. Yeah, so it's almost always turned on when the round is about 25. Yeah. Well guys, I told you I don't want to invest more time in this junk, but I put it now this way, and then there is no noise, as you can see. Well, a kind of whisper, but it's okay. So probably, of course, I can open and fix, do something there myself, don't return it. After all, I'm an engineer. Yeah, but guys, I don't want to invest to this, which is conclusion the junk, but I promised to tell you more about iSocket features, and I actually figured out why I don't receive notifications. Yes, because I didn't configure any notifications. Now I did. Email notifications, and then I will have also notifications here in the app. I also renamed them so that you can see here, and I promised you to show for example power outage notifications. Yeah, well, it's quite simple. Let's do it this way. Yeah, not so simple with one hand. Yeah, but I have to do. Wait a moment. Okay, I did it finally. I needed my second hand. Yeah, and we have notification here. And I will get this by SMS, voice call, or WhatsApp, or email. It's depending on how I will configure this. Yeah, I will get the power back. Okay. Well, at least it remembers settings. Wow. Yeah, okay, we will get power restore message now. Then we will get temperature readings again after power is restored, and of course power metering we will get back again. We cannot measure power when we don't have power. Isn't it clear? Okay, we received power restore notification, we see power consumption, and we see the temperature again. Wonderful, so you got the point. And now about how I can actually monitoring that this fridge was turned on and off. Well, either by these settings, yeah, so because I know when it's turned off it consumes less than 2 watts. So I will get notification then. Let's do it this way. For example, I turn it off here. Is it enough? I don't know. Guys, I found the reason why I haven't seen notifications. It's quite complicated to explain, so I will demonstrate you now. But first of all, let's check, do we have some new things about the temperature in 10 p.m. We do. We have minus 17, it reaches minus 17 almost when it shows minus 19. Probably it is somehow related with this position when we don't have noisy, so something is definitely wrong with the compressor there. So now minus 17. Let's now take a look on the temperature data logger again to see what we have there. Yeah, we have some drop, and actually here is the nice feature view. Okay, last 3 hours. Okay, I was thinking that we have here last 1 hour, but we don't have it. then it's not so interesting because we're less than 3 hours here, so we will see basically the same. Yeah, but that is -17 is the minimum we can get. Okay, so with -20, when it is around now maybe 23, we can get -18. But probably when you are under the sun with +30, you cannot get that temperature. And now let's finally demonstrate you again. I don't know if I will succeed, but I trust I will. So now I turn it off, and we have drop and we have drop in the power consumption below 2 watts. We should get notifications right now. Yeah, finally we got it. So I got it there to my email, and because of that notifications, it is updated here, so we can see power consumption dropped. This way we know that the fridge stopped operation, which is, and now we started, which is quite normal for fridges. Yeah, I will get back to this soon. So now we started. It doesn't start. I think it's assumed that it's quite enough low temperature for the starting. Okay, we will wait. I'm pretty sure it will start quite soon. Meanwhile, I will explain you. So, it is quite normal for compressor fridges. Stop, start, stop, start. So, by receiving such notification about power consumption drop or rise, you cannot say that the freezer is broken, like stopped working, because it is by the nature stops working. But what I want to monitor how often it do these things, and for that purposes I actually while I'm recording this, I recall that here is also the lock options, and I select the minimum one, which is 1000 events for 3 months, right? Is it? Last 3 days. 3 days. No, then I select for 3 months. That one. I will choose that one. And now all temperature rise and temperature drop will be logged. And I will see them here. Now it should be empty, I guess. Oh, it's not empty, actually. Okay, guys, wait a moment. It started. You can hear. Now we should see it soon. Yep. So we see it, and guys, now we see it in the log. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nice. Yeah, 22:15. Yeah, we have it, and we have all values. So, and actually, yeah. So these guys record the logs, and yeah. Okay, so we have them, and here when I didn't have notifications, that's why I didn't receive any updates on the widget. Well, doesn't matter, we have this now. So that is the way how I can monitoring how often with which interval it's turned on off. I would actually like to have a feature like on off graph, and actually here is the option to create a widget which says that equipment is operatable or not. I don't have that widget in here, but it's possible, like when you create, I think I can create it now. Fridge portable, what do you wish? Equipment operation, yeah, and failure, right. So port fridge on, well, it's so inconvenient with one hand. On off go. No, slash is not allowed. I think, yeah, on off go. Yeah, that's clear because slash is special symbol. Charked. So now we should have another widget. It's communicated with the unit. Yeah, I can see it here. Okay, we have somewhere there at the end. Yeah, your appliance is energized. Okay, and now on off events, if I want to Do I have a lock here? No, I have to buy the lock. Okay, I don't care about the price, it's quite small. I spend more on beer. Oops. Well, so yeah, and that's the widget. About, by the way, guys, let's test it. I'm actually concerned if this is considered the equipment switched off. I think it's not, because it's consumed more than 1 watt. Yeah. Okay guys, but at least I explained you another feature here. So about the fridge, if you want to monitoring that it is switched off, you can't, because it still consumes some power. So it is energized. However guys, let me show you this one. I'm pretty sure now when I totally de-energized this, we will get appliance is not energized. Do we? Yep. That is clear. And here we should have 0. Where are we? Yeah. And we have 0 here. Nice. Yeah. So guys, I hope you got the point, but it is not about the fridge. It is now not about the fridge. It is about what you can do with the iSocket, about management of the energy. Yeah. So 1 watt is energized, and it is energized. So it is correct one. It says energized. Yeah. So you cannot monitoring how often your fridge is on or off. Was that way, but you can do this with this feature by setting the right thresholds. And I think if your appliance consumes less than 1 watt, you probably cannot do this. So that is nice, that is junk, that is my conclusion. I think I will also monitor the temperature graph. The iSocket here, so it's now turned off. The iSocket is there in eco mode and temperature graph in max mode to see the difference, how often it switch on off, and what is the temperature profile of this. And I think I also will test this in my board with 12 volts if I still keep this junk. Yeah, and probably after all I will fix myself this noisy stuff. Yeah, but that's what I need to do right now to avoid noisy. Yeah guys, Chinese, still Chinese, they manufacturing junk, unfortunately. Yeah, so no matter how they call it or how they pretend that it's made in the US or somewhere else, no, they do junk. So sorry. Yeah, I don't have anything against the Chinese, but I have a lot against their junk. I always promote brand really nice and quality products, but in that case it's quite difficult to find something manufactured really not in China in that kind of equipment. Yeah, I saw it. It is made in Finland. Yeah. So if you are yeah, I'm going to do this in other video, not in this one. So if you are subscribed, you will get notifications. If you are not subscribed, consider if you are still interested about this freezer. Sure. 再见。